Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is GMB from GMB Studios, and today we'll be at the BILD Expo, and we're gonna look at some great cameras to listen to some great presentations. I'm also gonna give you a walk around the center. So this is actually happening in the Javits Center in New York City. So let's go.
Hi guys. So this expo is actually taking place over 2 days. So from the 17th to the 18th. And I would say that it was pretty packed and I had to get my badge and they had this little pretty bag that they gave to everyone. And the line actually went pretty fast, so it wasn't that bad, even though it was really packed. So there was some great level of organization there. And I started off by going to the fourth floor where you had the different presentations. So there are a lot of things going on. So you had like little direction on whatever your interest was. So you kind of just followed along. And I started off with the photo lighting experience. And I think I came in really early. There were like three booths set up. So we had the chance to shoot with different light setup and had some really great instructors. Kind of, yeah, this was using the Pro Photo Light, and the models were really at the top of their game, and they didn't run out of poses. So I did try a couple of shoots out there and following some great guidance. And it was, yeah, there's some great things to learn here. And shout out to the models again. It was, I don't really know how much they got from these gigs, but I hope they get paid a lot. And this was kind of using early backlit photo shoot. And as you could see, there were a lot of photographers there trying to take pictures. And I also tried, did attend a presentation on Lightroom photo editing workflows. So it and also went into the audio experience, but I'm not really into audio but audio setups, and I do use an audio setup from GGI, which is easy plug and play. But podcast people, they probably have this would be a great place to see the different audio setups. And I don't really know how much this costs because they didn't really have prices. You had to go on B&H to get the prices. That was a little stand from Sony, and they also had this pretty mics. If you want to be fancy in your setup, get some really fancy ones there too. And this was the different brands where they had set up their stands. And this was on the third floor. And they have a little walk around, and you could see some cool stuff from Small Rig over here. They had these nice setups for people who shoot mostly with mobile phones, and it was a little bit cumbersome for me, but it's good. This it's a fully built out rig with a great stand. One hand, as you can see, you could really attach a lot of things to it. I did really appreciate their monopods, and they're really steady and light, so you could check them out. And so this one was kind of a two-step one where you had to unlock it before you could have any movements. I think this should be the cheaper one. and they're all great, and they got a good grip on the ground too, so you don't have any risks of it falling off easily. But you might still want to put some support on it if you're moving away or far away from the stands. So this one was really one step, and as you see, just press the lever, and it goes in any direction that you want, either lower or higher. And then this was quite intriguing because I didn't know that small rig made remote control hands like this. This is interesting for video directors, and you could set up a camera and kind of have full control. And this is some great prompters. I do have a prompter, but it's a smaller one, not as big as this. And this were really nice because they had the second screen at the bottom where you could see yourself and at the same time your scripts. So that was great. That's something if you have a big production or you rely on scripts a lot. This is something that will come in really handy for you. This one has like a little timer. This was GoPro stand. I wasn't really not really a GoPro person, but they had a stand there. I do like the DJI, and you had some Atomos screens there. And so this is battery packs company, got different types, and you have this back camera carriage kind of body mount grip. It's good. It's pretty steady, and I did look at these travel cases to checking or carry on, and they were really nice too. You should check them out. There's some great bags. So moved on to Toyota. Toyota had this gig that is pretty good. It's low footprint and you really take it high. If you have, I don't know how much it costs, but if you're on a set and you don't want to spend a lot on very heavy stuff, and this one is mounted on the car, so very versatile. And for people with broadcast gigs, this is some great broadcast stands from Lebeck, I think, craftsmanship from Japan. So that's, yeah, there are a lot of brands out there, and it was also kind of really crowded. You couldn't have some full experience, as I would say, on those different items, or you have to wait in line. This was kind of a broadcast setup, and I really like this because you had different brand of cameras. So if you're looking up to buying something, you could come on and try them and see how it feels. They had this LED screen. I don't know if it was LED screen or a projector at the back, and you could shoot a quick commercial like that. This was the and you had like the broadcast beside it, and if you're planning or you're working on TV station or something like that, and they had this pretty expensive camera lens from Fujifilm. Those lenses go like 250K for one. I don't think there's any content creator that has one of those in their studios. But just hit me in the comments below if you know anyone that has that. I think they use that for huge productions and for sports games and things like that. So we had a robotic arm also from BOLT. I think I know a couple of YouTubers who have these. This is still around 250 to 500K, and it's kind of mostly used for, I think, people who want to do things like product demos and things like that. They have this fancy. I hope I get to a level where I can pay for one of these and still manage to survive. But it's great. You can use it for shooting great videos for music productions and things like that, and for car productions still, and you kind of have a good movement around the car or the products. And this is also for videographers out there. They had a ton of cameras set up, and I think this model had the worst job because you had to exercise throughout the day, and people trying to test out different cameras and how it feels and how it looks. And they had this disco setup. I did take a few pictures too, and I'll be putting the pictures up as the video's going along. And this is a great setup to have in your basement and enjoy some games. I did pass through the Canon booth where they had some great printers to print pictures, and you couldn't really print the pictures, you just had some sample pictures on each printer so you could have an idea of what that printer is capable of. And they had a talk show on how to take great headshots. So I'll just kind of let you have a feel about the event and how it's going. And it was a great talk, and maybe you could learn one or two things from it. So I'll just let this run. The audio is kind of loud and noisy, but I think you could see hear the presenter talk. So let's kind of watch through and maybe and have your notebook out and take some.
Serious. Janelle, get those eyes squinching for me. Oh, now we're talking. There we go. She's got it. How's she doing? On stage, petrified of the camera, in front of thousands of people. Holy smokes. Well, tell me about 300 are paying attention. Right. 200. So, what do you think of that, Matt? What about that? Good stuff? Guys, can we get a round of applause?
So I did pass through the Nikon booth, and it was pretty packed too, like any other place at the expo. And they did have display of their different binoculars for people who are out bird watching and hunting and things like that. Also had a stand for the different Z series cameras. I did I like this ZFC camera and little pocket camera. It did feel like an Hasselblad camera, pretty steady and metallic and leather, pretty upscale kind of feel. So if anybody has that camera, please put in the comment section how you like it and something that's good for travel. But I don't think it takes pretty good pictures, but I don't know. I'll have to do a review on that camera too. And right here is I think the Z6 III, the new camera for Nikon, and the main thing is the flip screen. So it's good for vlogging and videos. I did see some videos on YouTube where it says it's good for taking still pictures, but I haven't reviewed that. I'm looking maybe the future if I have one. And this is the big boy area. with the Z9 and the super telephoto lenses. And once you start buying things like this, you should be fully invested in it. It's cost an arm and a leg. So while moving out, I did see this model. He was in a pretty costume. It was great. I didn't have the chance to take a photo. I was kind of tired already. I was kind of getting ready to go. So thank you guys. If you enjoyed this, just thumbs up and put a comment section. And in the comment section, let me know what you think about the Inter Expo. And if you like videos like this, let me know.